Gang, what's up, gang? Y'all clicked on the title, so y'all already know what's going on. It's lit. It's another banger. Today we got Tia Talks in the building. Hey, we got in the building. We doing a mukbang. We gonna talk about a lot, but our main topic finna be about entrepreneurship and the downsides of it, the unpopular scenarios that you go through, the unpopular things that people don't talk about. Today and age, everybody likes to glorify the good. When you up, when it's stuck, when you doing good, when you seeing all the fruits of your labor. But nobody wants to talk about the labor, the downtime, the early mornings, the late nights. So it's
sometimes no sleep.
No sleep at all. So we finna get into it. It's finna go down. We gonna get into it. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? You already see by the caption what we on. So we talking about the good and the bad, or mostly the bad of entrepreneurship, right? The unpopular opinion. So I got my homegirl here. Let's introduce yourself. They should already know though.
It's Legend from Legendary Gang. Y'all know what's going on. It's my second time on the show, gang. So y'all know it's lit vibes and lit situation. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, we got a little mukbang going on too, y'all.
For sure.
So, little dominoes. Y'all can't really see it, but you will when we start eating. So
we got a lot going on though. We got some cheesy bread, cookies, and brownies. We got some veterinary. See, I'm new to this. Don't judge me. Judge your mother, okay? I'm trying to eat healthy today. So that's what we doing.
She's crazy, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse her. She off that pink wig.
Listen. So we finna definitely talk about the negative, unpopular things that people like to talk about. Don't like to talk about with being an entrepreneur, owning your own business, taking that leap of faith.
So basically, I see a lot of stories on social media, mainly Instagram, because Facebook be blocking y'all. So I can't see a lot of things. I can't put my testimonies out as much. But now that I'm back after being blocked for 28 days, that's why season 3 is late. And that's one of the downsides of being an entrepreneurship.
For sure.
Because sometimes the things that you say, people are scared to say.
Right. And
you say it, and the next thing you know, you're blocked.
Right.
And I never used to get blocked on social media until like beginning of 2021. Man, ever since then, for the last year, at the beginning of the year, it's like they do some kind of roster or something. Look through your page, they look through whatever you said throughout the whole year, and they block you. And they did that. I've never been blocked for 28 days ever. It's been like 3 days or 24 hours.
Right. 2
days, no more than 3. They hit it with a 28.
They hit it with a strong arm.
Yes.
For sure.
And I was sick, and I had to fight. I had to send an appeal for it.
Damn. Yeah. You're in jail.
I'm like,
whoever out.
Let me stop, because
they may block this from home. We're going to chill.
Block this one too.
We're going to chill because we happy for her being out. Because I know y'all missed her.
I'm free.
And who better for her to have her first day being free but me? So we gonna get to it, man. And y'all drop in the comments. If y'all entrepreneurs, what y'all face? If we touched on something that y'all been through, let us know. That's what we here for. We here to conversate with y'all, go back and forth, and we can help one another.
Mm-hmm.
It's no book to being a perfect entrepreneur or having a perfect business. It's only books that'll help you structure it, things like that, but nothing's perfect. So we all go
everybody gets to go through something. I'm telling y'all right now.
For sure.
Whether you rap, whether you sing, whether it's music, whether it's just art in general, whether you're a YouTuber, people go through the phases where it's in dry spells. And it's others like me who don't care about what they say a lot of the time. For sure. They're 28.
And then with this social media, I guess they feel like a lot of black content creators or black owners is kind of catching the rhythm of how to promote, how to reach more people, how to grow their businesses and grow their content. They trying to block us for any and everything. Any and everything.
Because we influencers. Trendsetters. So they don't like that. But that's something that we can't control.
Right. So I know this pizza busting. It's alright. I'm gonna have to get the vegetarian pizza again. Some veggies.
Something to get used to, you know?
Yeah.
It's definitely a lifestyle.
And you know, pizza, I don't feel full or nothing. And that's the good thing.
Right.
You know? So, what are some things that you faced other than what you just experienced? That was big. But other than that, what are some other things that you faced that was negative that people don't like to talk about?
Well, y'all gotta still people need to realize too. This is not overnight. This shit takes years to build. I think now I have 4 businesses, and I'm still in my beginning phase.
I'm still my 4 businesses. How old are you?
26.
26 with 4 businesses.
And I'm still in my beginning phases, y'all. So I'm still figuring it out. And my thing is also, you know, y'all gotta have like a strong mind. Y'all can't be weak. Y'all can't be like, oh, nobody support me. The strangers are gonna make sure you're rich, not your family. It's great that your family does support you, but they're not gonna make you rich. So keep that in mind. Yeah, it sounds bad, but it's the truth. I know y'all didn't heard it before, so I'm not saying nothing that y'all already ain't heard. But as far as our stories go, y'all ain't never heard this because first of all, we can't always speak about everything that goes on because we just move past it. Can't always speak on, oh man, they blocked me. I couldn't even post that because I was blocked. So not that I'm not blocked anymore, I can. Yeah, this is definitely a trial and tribulation. But if you know you like me with a potential target on your back, that's something to look at. You know, watch what you post sometime or just go to other outlets. That's what I started doing. I'm trying to get more fluent with like TikTok and stuff like that. I do post on there a little bit. Right. So I'm not a big TikToker. I'm trying to get more on YouTube, but I'm not a big YouTuber. But it's all coming together slowly because it all ties in together. So what's some of your trials and tribulations? Because you've been doing this for a long time.
Right. Just want to put out there, come April, I would have been 100% entrepreneur for 5 years. Woo! For sure. Thank you. My longest business and oldest business, which is my security business, we would have been in business for 5 years. Woo! LJ, be quiet. So with that business, I faced a lot of things. One thing that I went through that stuck with me throughout my years of doing in business. LJ, be quiet. That's my dog, y'all. Sorry about that. Is that you win some, you lose some. Some doors close. When doors close, several windows open. In my younger years of starting my business, I had one client. He started me off. He let me do or be security for 2 of his restaurants. Loved it. We did everything. Now with security, it's not only staying in security. We touch on everything to keep our clients and our customers safe, right? Right. So I put in everything into there. I think I maybe had, oh, they be quiet. I may have had like 6 workers at the time. Throughout the time that I had that. Now I had that contract for about 2 years. The first year, I damn near worked it by myself with a full-time job. Now the hours for those sites was 9 to 12 in the afternoon, 9 in the morning to 12 in the afternoon, and then 1 in the afternoon until 10 at night. So I did both sites, and then at 11 o'clock I was due to go to my overnight full-time job. I did that for a whole year. Then the second year I was able to hire more workers. People was hearing about the company. They weren't scared. One thing within me facing going through that, when you starting a business, that's your first year is your hardest time. Nobody wants to fuck with you. Nobody wants to be a client. Nobody wants to be a customer. Nobody wants to share your stuff. None of that. So you have to go through that. But anyway, my second year in business, I was able to hire some workers. Hit the second year of being in business with this one client that gave me a chance, and then he decided to sell his restaurants, and now I don't have any contracts. At that moment, when I tell y'all, I cried. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and my 6 workers cried because that was all we had, and I cried more because that was all I had, and that was all they had. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with a lot of people, you're dealing with their personalities, you're dealing with their backgrounds, you're dealing with their family issues, stuff like that. So a lot of them that was choosing us to work with, this was like a last resort. Mm-hmm. They didn't have nothing else to go to. They couldn't get hired nowhere else. So they cut us off, and then they cut us off around Christmas time. So that really was heartbreaking that they couldn't even provide Christmas to their kids or their family. So when that happened, that made me go harder. It made me realize nothing is forever, but you have to keep going and keep striving and keep getting it done. You know what I mean? And once you get knocked down one time, you keep getting up. You can keep getting up. You get knocked down 9 times, you get up 10. So that taught me early on how to be resilient to the BS and the negative things that you go through and the stuff people don't want to talk about, and keep going. Within doing that, I ended up landing a 23 different sites contract and held that for the remainder of the 3 years. So now it's 5 years. I'm still holding that. So
big boss.
That
y'all don't even know
it was a blessing. You know what I mean? It was a blessing to go through that, to realize, all right, this is how you move, this is how you do it. Everything ain't peaches and cream. People don't care about you. He loved us. He cared. He probably shed a tear too. You know what I mean? Just because we were so emotional. Mm-hmm. But the point of the matter is, keep going, and whatever you put your mind to, make sure you grinding to go get it. But that was my most major thing that I hold on to this day, because that hurt us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And especially with me, like, doing lashes and stuff like that. And doing that before the pandemic hit, it's been rough since the pandemic for everybody. But for me, that's the highlight. When March 2020 hit, I was like, I still have been doing lashes. It's been a decline, of course. It's slow, but COVID's still out here. I ain't trying to get sick. I mean, regardless of any vaccine, y'all, it don't matter, because you still get it. And don't argue about that. But you just gotta be careful, especially you breathing somebody, or you this close to somebody. This is their face. This is me.
Right.
Over there for 2 hours or plus. So of course, like, all the factors coming in, people not really thinking. I mean, mental health is not a big deal when it comes down to it. It's safer than what you think anyway. It's for use. Excuse me. But when you think about that, and then people think about COVID only. So, on top of that, with everything going on with this, all the prices going up and adjusting, and people don't have no money like that, it's hard.
Right.
I mean, lashes kind of are recession proof. Depending on how you market it. Right. But then you always gotta have something, because I work a full time. I got a career too, y'all. Right. So, and I stay going to school for something or taking a class. So, of course, it's always something you gotta refresh yourself on and want to learn new. But when it comes down to trying to maintain other businesses, when it comes down to how interpersonal it is, it's hard. You gonna have ups and downs while you gotta figure out how you gonna order these products, especially if you're not making the money within your company. You got to get your money out your account, your personal account, and use it for your business purpose. I've spent hundreds, thousands on my business over the years.
Right.
And
a lot of people don't realize that either.
Yeah, started new ones too. Because I just didn't want to do lashes. I wanted to do other things. I always wanted, my dream is, and I have it now, but to have my own brick and mortar store. Not a suite like I had, or a shop, or whatever. A suite. I mean, a building, a brick and mortar, to have my boutique. Lashes wasn't really something I really wanted to do. That just popped off unexpectedly.
Okay.
So that's a little background about that. And of course, I had my ups and downs with my old clients, of course. So I, operate differently now. But I went professional because I know now. I know what I knew. So I had to do what I had to do.
Right.
So, but with this pandemic going on, y'all, it's hard for anybody. Nail techs, people who do facial, estheticians, anybody. And people trying to still maneuver around this COVID stuff, because we don't know when it's gonna rev up again. It's dying down now for the last couple weeks, but it's gonna rev up again, and it's gonna be about the same. It's gonna be up and down. We about to be in this pandemic for 3 years,
right?
And you gotta make sure you find something that's pandemic proof, recession proof, because we are gonna hit a depression, y'all, right, at some point, because these prices are out of control.
Yeah, everything is high. Everything is high. Everything. So, when talking about the pandemic and everything, that is one of the things that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Everybody make it seem like you chilling, you still making moves through the pandemic, when everybody applied for the PPP. Trying to figure it out, because being dumb, like I'm saying, I do a lot of restaurants, retail stores, stuff like that. So,
actually got two of these.
When I know, when the pandemic hit, everybody was shutting down because they didn't know how to deal with the social distancing, the mask, and stuff like that. So, I lost a lot of contracts for a minute because they was closed, and I still had to pay insurances, bills, rent, phone bills, utility bills, stuff like that. So it mattered. It mattered. And when I tell you, we was cool on the day to day, it was like, all right, we saw it. But on the same token, during the recession, we had a lot of riots and stuff going on. A lot of Black Lives Matter movements. And that built us back up, because we were getting called a lot from that. I know people lost money, regular, different other companies and stuff like that, that just have that. They don't have maybe a different side of the company that you could touch on and stuff like that. But people on the gram, Facebook, oh yeah, we lit, we up, nothing happened. Something happened. I had to go back to work, a regular job. It lasted for a month now, granted. I ain't stay, but I had to make them decisions like, yo, what am I going to do? At this point,
to go back to square one.
Right, like at this point, I'm not even paying myself. I'm not paying my closest HR manager. Things like we damn near going in our pockets to pay the workers that we still had. Like, it was crazy. But these are things people don't talk about. You know what I mean? When you have to make that split decision and that executive decision, like, damn, I'm gonna go without paying myself,
right,
to make sure this is paid, that's paid, these people are paid.
You gotta be selfless.
You have to be selfless. You have to be selfish,
because you would want somebody to do it for you, even though you know they wouldn't, because they not you. Realistically. So you gotta definitely think and be like, well, if I was in their shoes, I would want somebody to be a superwoman for me in the pandemic, because hell, for almost a whole year we ain't had no vaccine. Like that really helped. But any of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? No PPP shit until last summer. People was walking around with just masks and gloves, and it was crazy. At first, when I was working at Metro throughout college. Last few years of college, right before I graduated from college. Now it's crazy and stuff. But when this is before the pandemic too. see, during the pandemic, I worked the whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, being in the medical field, y'all, I had already signed up for it before the pandemic even hit.
Mm-hmm.
So when the pandemic hit, everything got stuck. Everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't have customers. I had a few customers for the pandemic when it first started.
Mm-hmm.
My mama was on me hard. She was like, "Don't get sick. Don't be careful, because you gotta." I'm still having to attend school. I'm still have to go to work.
Right.
These folks really want to shut down like they wish they should have,
Right.
but it wasn't no food stamps for me. It wasn't no
Right.
unemployment for me, because I didn't qualify for none of that.
Right.
I really hit the ground running during the pandemic. I turned the pandemic to a pandemic, and that's
Right.
what really happened.
Right.
So whether it was a PPP or any of that shit, because at the end of the day, they don't really look at, it's a criteria you gotta meet. And I was looking at that criteria, I was looking like, who this for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I hadn't been in business for that many years, or had made that much revenue, or had that many employees, if anything. I had people on the side helping, but it was just me.
Right.
Yet again.
Right.
So it's like, you gotta really bite that bullet and really hustle and just be fucking careful and be prayed up, because take care of your immune system. Because and then when you get sick, catch COVID or whatever the case may be, you still can't work.
Oh, I'm finna say, that's another thing.
Because you caught COVID, I remember that.
Yes, I did. As a business owner, now, you at the top.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody for you to depend on if something happens to you. When I got COVID, thank God, number one, I
came out left field when I seen that.
Thank God that I made it through, and that it wasn't so severe as some people's COVID is. But that made me realize at that point, if I go, my business go.
Mm-hmm.
Because your family don't support you like that. And if I don't have any kids, so you don't have no kids, or even if you do have kids, if they not in the same motion as you,
mm-hmm.
who can you pass this down to? That is something that entrepreneurs don't talk about either. Because I ain't gonna hold you. I was in there like, damn, I gotta write my will. I gotta put this in place. I gotta do this. I ain't never think about this. Thank God I got life insurance. But other than that, I'm like, yo, what I'm gonna do?
I looked at Instagram, I said, you got COVID? I was like, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what?
Yep. Check my YouTube out, link in my bio on my Facebook, because I definitely did like a documentary on that. Like, the whole time I'm recording myself here and there when things happen and stuff like that. That was touching. I watched it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like damn near in tears, because it's like, I was really in pain. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Especially when you already got comorbidities. It's kind of like, hey, you about to die.
Yep.
But it would feel like you finna die.
I ain't afraid to say it, because I already had. I take my drink. I already had the underlying health issues like blood clogs and stuff like that. So when I got COVID, I developed another blood clot, and that was scary because it was in my lungs, and then the pneumonia was in my lungs and all that, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Like, I was on a CPAP machine throughout the duration of me being in the hospital. And those of you who don't know, the CPAP machine is the ventilator. Mm-hmm. It's just a different mode. Yep. Now the ventilator, when they can switch it just a little text of buttons. Mm-hmm. But the ventilator mode is you can't breathe on your own at all. Me, I wasn't breathing correctly in my sleep. So that's why I had to use a CPAP machine. The ventilator is all throughout, whether you up or not, and they normally have you sedated. But it's the same machine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like you just face a lot of things when you hit reality. Mm-hmm. And being a business owner, if you don't have nobody to pass it down to, and I got managers and stuff like that, but ain't nobody gonna run your business like you run your business. Period. Period.
They're not.
So if you don't got nobody to pass it down to, or it's not up enough, structured enough, where as though somebody could read your documents and try to get to it, that's it.
Because you got to remember, everybody else.
It's like nobody is going to stand on your business 10 toes like you. Period. Period. So it's
not
like
support it like you.
They
be hating, bro. And that's one thing.
And they be hating too. They be like, most people be like, they be looking to see what you're doing or whatever. And it don't be to see if you well, it be to see how the fuck you still moving. With all this other stuff going on. How you still making it happen?
Why not? One person don't stop that. Two either. 3, 4, 5, or 6. And that's what we gotta learn too. You get a bad review, okay, great. Yeah, I mean, I got bad reviews too.
I reply.
Me too.
Thank you, sorry you had your bad experience, you know. You come back, double back if you want. But, you know.
But also, good money. When you in touch with, I don't get too much into it, energies. You in touch with that kind of stuff. When you in touch
with yourself.
That too.
With energy, your soul, your mind, your mental.
You will know who's for you when it comes down to certain. Because all money ain't good money.
And all people are not good people, because people could take something that you can't get back, that you can't get back. Not the materialistic. I'm talking about your energy, your vibe.
Most important, your time. Because shit, you wasting your time on. But see, a lot of time is money in anywhere, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether you working a 9 to 5. You got to be the worker and the boss. And I said this before too on part 1 of this. Right. The good part. You got to be a worker and a boss, because you got to have a structure on both ends. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just jump into this entrepreneurship lifestyle and don't have no training, don't do no research, don't have nobody to do. You know, some of us don't have people who was entrepreneurs. Luckily for me, I got cousins and stuff like that who are older than me, who had business and stuff like that. But they also worked and had good jobs and maintained with the school. I mean, I did all that. I'm doing all that, done that, some of that stuff too already.
Right.
So it's a lot of things that's for me. You can wear several hats. Just make sure you know when to put them on.
Right.
Because you can't be in school thinking about your 9 to 5 when you need to be focusing on school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be at work thinking about school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's, my mind does that. I can multitask for the most part. A lot of people can't. And they still make great business on it. It just depends on what your outlet is too. Right. But at the end of the day, it's just like, people have to make these decisions, and it's quick and it's fast. And being your own boss, whether you fully own it or not, it's fast paced. Everybody ain't gonna understand. You're gonna lose friends, family, boyfriends, girlfriends. They're not gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all overhype these folks. They be trash.
Because you know why they get overhyped? Because of who they know. They be having investors or whatever. If you know a couple famous people, whatever. They invest in you, push you, they wear your lashes, whatever the case may be, then now boom, you up. That doesn't mean your quality is good. And that's where really people like us, the small business owners, that quality is good, because we put our hard-earned money, sweat, and tears into this.
Research.
We wake up to do this, like, you know what I mean? Like, we wake up to do this. Like, me being in the protection field is me, period. I'm overprotective. I'm overprotective to anybody that I know. If I let you in my circle, I'm overprotective from you from the rip.
Facts.
From the rip. That's
when
me.
You go out of town, you be like, where y'all about to go? I'm like, huh?
And you're not used to it, but it's like, that's me. That's what I do, because I care about everybody that I let inside. You know what I mean? So it's ironic for me to have a security business, because that's already who I am. It's nothing for me to get up and just show the world a lot of broad range of who I already show my people.
That's like, but see, and I feel like you should get into a field. People should get into a field where they know they can make some money at, or a business that defines you, because it is you.
And that's
like
a passion.
Yeah, and that's like me. Okay, like hairstylist, and I got some fire coming in the next few weeks. So I'm dropping back to back, y'all. Like I said, since I've been going for 28 days plus. So yes, this is for y'all for sure.
Thanks.
So that's like me getting my hair done all the time, and a girl doing hair. Right. If you doing hair, or okay, I can say this. That's like me keeping my hair done, right? Keeping the fire weave or whatever. That's like, oh, T, where you get your hair from? Yada yada yada. That's like, oh, people keep saying that. Start a hair company, or the hairstylist that you go to, cohorts start a hair company. If that's like hand in hand. That's like me doing lashes. I gotta have new strips, which I already done.
Right.
That's like you being a protective and you starting your security business.
Right.
That's my brother the same way because he got his own too.
Right.
So that's like my hairstylist Kim. She doing hair. And she got long, thick, pretty hair, and she been doing hair cosmetology for years.
Right.
She got a hair company.
Right.
She got her essentials. That's the same thing. It's like making a reflection of you, because if you don't, what are you doing? That it's not gonna make no sense. It's not gonna correlate.
And I want to say 70%, 30% of y'all be lucky, but 70% of people who get into business just to get into business, something that they're not passionate about, they're not willing to go back to back for, they fell. Social media. They fell because a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm about to get into business. I'm about to be up. I'm about to be lit. This strong, finna go up. And that's not what it is to be in business at all.
Years.
At all. It takes years to be like, all right, I'm up. And it's never stuck.
Never.
It's never stuck. Ever, ever, ever. It could go down, plummet, whatever, at any given moment. You just gotta be willing to have patience and have backup plans. Like, all right, if this fell, I got this. If this something going on with this, I know how to fix it because I done the research. I done, stay up late nights. I done put in the work. I done did the actual work to get the bottom done or the foundation before I said it's all done. You know what I mean? Most of these businesses nowadays don't have a foundation because it's so easy to make one.
Yeah. You spoke on that. You ate on that. Because it is.
To make one.
It definitely is. I mean, it don't take that much money to start a business.
And don't.
But maintaining, too. You want good quality, you gotta spend that money. And that's what I was saying when you had about the camera.
Yeah.
You gotta spend that money.
Yeah.
Spend that bread. You have, of course, have a starting point.
Right.
And then grow off of that. But people just throw it all out there. And that's why, I see people getting scammed. And it's not funny at all. But if y'all look on certain pages, TSR rooms, the shade room, you'll see it.
Right.
And it's like it's gonna be the exact same thing that we're talking about and breaking down.
Right.
And it's not really talked about because a lot of stuff I don't see on social media. A lot of stuff I have already seen. A lot of stuff that they don't really share, or it be old episodes, stuff like that. That stuff should be more publicized. Because y'all make when they do scams, whether it's hair, wigs, clothes, people who is really doing this shit, it makes us look bad. The whole field.
And not even the whole field, the whole black community. I don't know how many people say, I ain't even gonna deal with a black company, period. Because Tyrone from down the block said he was gonna do X, Y, and Z. And he ain't come through with what he was supposed to do, but he was publicized on social media. Mm-hmm. He was lit on social media, so they feel like that's the whole black community. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
we often get put in
categories before we even get seen or to even get known of what we actually do.
Yeah, before we can get our foot in the door, or we can even introduce ourselves. Oh, I'm not dealing with this person because this person did X, Y, Z to me 3 weeks ago. And it makes everybody look bad. And it's like, damn, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Right. I support a lot of black businesses because I'm one too. But see, I feel like too, it's the money in the black community. And sadly, we need more.
You know what though?
We need more. We need way more. We need what?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what though? I know. We can't say too much on these platforms.
Yeah.
But y'all get it. We need more money as a black community.
Yeah.
But dang, I lost my train of thought. Dang, I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna just go with something else. Listen, us as a black community and entrepreneurs and business owners, we hope that it starts with us and it grows bigger. We are both entrepreneurs. We both have multiple businesses. She has 5. I have
10.
3. Like 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. I got a security business. I also have a management company in which it's called Legendary Inspirations. I manage corporate and personnel businesses. So anybody that owns businesses, whether you or you have a corporation, we help manage you. We help strengthen your business. We help market you. We put you in places where you need to be in case you didn't know about it. We help us stick together and help us grow as a community. Exactly. We decided to, keep coming together. We seeing each other on social media doing X, Y, and Z. We said, hey, you into that? All right, boom. We're going to connect. We're going to get it done. It doesn't cost either one of us to connect. It doesn't cost either one of us to share each other's things, to build with each other, to strengthen each other's businesses. So with that being said, we hope that you guys start doing it as well.
Yeah.
Instead of getting into business and think, oh, I learned this, I'm going to keep it to myself. No, let us all know so everybody can grow.
Yeah. Everybody don't know about Wix. Everybody don't know about TikTok. Everybody don't know about Canva. Everybody don't know how to make certain things. And I didn't either. I had to learn too. But people was telling me. People wasn't being selfish.
Right.
Excuse me. But people don't know. A lot of people don't know where to start. And the start is opening your mouth.
Right. And not being bashful or shy to the fact of something that you may not know.
Yeah.
Be open and say, I don't know.
If anybody inbox me, they're gonna know. You know what I'm saying? People, oh, how you do this? I'm gonna give you the whole rundown. I'm gonna give you the whole website. People know I never no crab in the barrel person. I'm finna.
Facts.
And I've never been like that. People have asked me over the years, how did you start? Or where'd you get this from? Or what website? Here it is.
Right.
This is where you download it.
That's it.
Because, I mean, hey, it's free knowledge at the end of the day. How you gonna be selfish with something that ain't yours?
Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing of what's happening in our community is like, oh no, I know how to do X, Y, and Z.
But I don't want time.
But I ain't gonna tell you for free. I'm gonna charge you $15, $2,000 because I know I could get a couple dollars off of it. Everything you do doesn't have to be about money. You get more with progress and you do more. You get more with lending a hand than you do opening a hand to get money. If that makes sense. I'd rather help you get further because you're gonna understand, you're gonna realize, you're gonna feel how I made you feel versus me saying, yeah, give me $30 for that. Give me a bean for that. Give me $500 for that. You know what I mean?
They don't want to give you money.
Yeah.
You know, once they
or
find
everybody
out,
don't have it.
Yeah. That's why it's like some stuff is free and it's quality. Some stuff you have to pay for along the line. It's just all about what your pocket's looking like, and that's what people don't want to talk about either.
Right.
Money. People don't want to talk about money when it comes down to entrepreneurship or just in general in the Black community. We don't talk about money
Because everybody want to feel like they got it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably the first person that said, I got the PPP loan. Like, invented business. Like, because everybody want to keep, I ain't going to tell nobody I got that. I ain't going to tell them I did this. No, like, why not? Why not? Listen, I got that PPP loan. And I needed it for my payroll. And I needed it for my equipment. And I needed it to help me go because we in a pandemic. We in a pandemic.
And people suck that PPP loan dry.
Yeah.
Both years. I'm looking like, Dad, what the money at for me?
And the crazy part is the first year, I ain't even go around and get it.
Listen, I heard
I was like, no, I don't need it. I'm going to save it for the people that need it. And I did need it, come to find out. But I was so like, no, I'm going to just hustle. I'm going to just go get it. But by the second year, I'm like, yeah.
I'm tired, boss.
Crazy.
All these strains out.
Crazy. Like, it's too many strains. This joint ain't letting up at all. Like,
every 3-4 months to come back strong, I'm like, oh Lord, like what's, you know what I'm saying?
Or it start hitting my employees, 6 or 7 employees, done me. I'm like, yeah, I need that job, you know. But The bottom line though to it is like, I always tell people when they say like, damn, Legend, like how you get into entrepreneurship. And like other than my management company, I have a clothing line called Legendary Made. Y'all saw me with my gear on last time. Come cop up. Hoodie 65, shirts 25, hats 35. We lit.
Streetwear.
For sure. And corporate, we gonna get to the button up soon.
Oh yeah.
Cause you know I love it with my corporate wear. But we gonna get to it. I also have a YouTube called Legendary Gang. Get on that. That's where you'll see me doing everything. Motivational talks, everything. And I have a podcast as well called Legendary Inspirations. I'm on Googlemusic, Apple Music, BuzzSprout, Spotify. Come check me there. Yeah, you know, one thing about being an entrepreneur, just to not say everything is bad. Once you get into the entrepreneur world, you start finding out how to do different things in the entrepreneur world. Like my mentality, if I need more money, I'm like, how do I create a business? How do I create? How to make more money? It's never like I need a new job to get more money. No, it's how do I create to get more money? You know, because it's all about creation. It's all about that drive of, I bet I gotta get it done. It's on me. Let's go. You own a business paperwork solely, 100%, right? But we want to connect. Like, say you had a security business, and we like, look, I want to subcontract you some contracts because I got the work, but I don't got the people.
Right.
And you got people, but you don't got work. We signed a contract that I'm subcontracting you some contracts. You agree to give me the workers. I take, say it's $10. We split it. I take 5, you take 5. Or I take 3, you take 7. Because you provide the workers and you physically on the site. That's how we do it. And then it's like, all right, we partnering, we growing, we more of the broad range of you know, clients, stuff like that, and we cool. But do that, but never, oh, you signing the LLC and all that, and I'm signing the LLC and all that. No, hell no, never do a partnership.
I never been. It's just like, oh, it just goes completely wrong. Even in the movies.
Will let this shit burn down by itself. I will let this shit burn down by myself before I partner with somebody else and they tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do with my shit. Hell
it's like a
no.
Smack in the face.
Hell no.
You could do all the leg work and they be like, oh, this is my business. I can, dog. That's like, we gonna drop y'all comments, inbox. I seen somebody inbox me, but I pick up my phone this whole time because we're talking, so I didn't want to be like that.
Listen, drop y'all comments.
Yeah, I want to hear. Because I know they always, it's always the after show. Yeah, but that's what gets me. I see all the comments, how they see inboxes and stuff like that after every show that we do.
Yep.
Whoever, I mean, even me and you, it's me, Chelsea, whoever I had on the show. They always come with the heat in the comments. I'm like, now this is the show right here.
Listen.
You know, this is the show right here. So I know they're going to, because there's a lot of business owners on my page. So I try to
connect with me.
Yeah. I try to follow back people on Instagram and Facebook that's business owners that don't look too sketchy because, you know, they be stealing people pictures and shit too. You know,
they be trying to get you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So yeah, just drop the comments below, y'all. I want to see what y'all talking about so I can laugh and then agree and laugh again. And inbox us. Let us know what we can talk about the next time, or who want to be on the show, because she got a podcast too. Ain't just me. Reach out to her too. Definitely. You know, her name in here too, just as well as mine. So let us know what we need to talk about, or what y'all want to talk about, or if y'all want to be in the next podcast. I mean, you know, we out here.
We out here. We doing it big. If y'all want to collab, listen. If y'all want to collab, if y'all want to come on the podcast, we could do more than just us. You know what I mean? If y'all have any insights on just being a business owner, if it's stuff that we didn't touch, if y'all just want some advice, like whatever, like we know everything.
Or give us some advice.
Yep. You know what I mean? Me, or it's in Atlanta. My security company is out here now. I'm teaching people how to, my new service, teaching people how to build a security company and start a security company. So get with me. We open books. It ain't no hold tight, hold sheltered stuff over here. None of that. We up and we lit. Yeah, for sure.
Hit us up, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all later.
Alright, legendary. Hey, y'all know what's going on. Y'all heard it. Best. Y'all heard it first. People was tapping in. I was on her live too. Y'all know what's going on, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment. We need y'all in the comments too. She gonna be in the comments on YouTube too. So comment, like, share this video. More people in our community need to know about the downs of being an entrepreneur. So that way they can outweigh if this is what they want to do. Because being an entrepreneur, you have to want to do it. You have to breathe, see, sleep, dream about what you're doing. Other than that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because any upside that you get, any upset, any hiccup that you get, you're going to be willing to quit because it's not something that you're passionate about. You see that in the back? That's that director, gadget, and some film. It's a YouTube house here. I see it. I perceive it. I see it. It's not tangible, but I see it. And I'm in the YouTube world. I'm hopping in there like leap of faith.
You got to.
But this is something that I want to do, that I see, that I'm passionate about, that I hard work, sweat, and tears. She came through. I set up the whole set. We got lights and all. You feel me? So listen, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Y'all know what's going on. A whole lot of lit vibes and a whole lot of lit situations. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Period.
Gang, welcome to Legendary Car Ride.